Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, and if you are new here, hi, my name is Natasha and it's fantastic to have you here. For today's video, some of you have asked, I talked about it in the unboxing of the Divine Masculine Oracle here, if we wanted to combine the Goddess Within Oracle and the Divine Masculine Healing Oracle, since they were designed to be worked with together, how that would look, how that would work out, would it be functionable, etc. So both of them are by the author Christabel Jessica, and both are illustrated by Cecilia G.F., as well as the Goddess Within Oracle has Danielle Jones additionally. So these are both published by Blue Angel. They both retail for $28.95, and I have an unboxing video on both of them. I will link in the corner for you if you have not checked these out already. All right, with that being said, let's just open them up and get into it. All right, so just a quick reminder, this is what the Divine Feminine side looks like, the Goddess Within Oracle for the back. And we have the style here, just the name down below, and we have a border here. And then the Divine Masculine Healing Oracle, this is the back. And then we have how it looks in the front here. So we do have the name down below as well. This just does not have borders. Okay, so they're both the same size. What I'm going to do is kind of mishmash them together and see if they will shuffle. I'm just going to take a few at a time to kind of just hopefully have a little bit more of an even shuffle. But yeah, this is going to be 88 cards, so I'm going to be interested in how well I can grasp my hands around them to shuffle. But we'll see. All right. Good enough for government work. There we go. That is a thick deck. All right. 10 more cards than an average tarot deck. I am not going to be able to get my hands around it very well to shuffle, but it can be done sloppily, yes. Not the easiest thing to do, but it is being done. All right, I do want to see if I can do side by side here. Well, you know, that's the thing. We try things to see if they work, and you know, sometimes they don't, but you got to give it the good old college try. Okay, so obviously that's a little hard, especially if you have small hands to do, but can you overhand shuffle them? Yes, you can. So as long as you get them kind of evenly dispersed with each other, if you want to overhand shuffle, you can do so. It's not terribly hard. It's a little bit easier than rifle shuffling. Yeah, okay. So that can be done. Now I want to know if we can get an even message out here, if we can get one card of each out of the shuffle, or just a message in general since you're here. So let's see, what does the collective need to know whenever they, whoop, doesn't count. What does the collective need to know whenever they come across this video? What message does the collective need to hear whenever they come across this video? I'm going to take the top one. All right, anything else? And I'm going to take the top one here. Interesting. Okay. So now we read the message. All right, Quan Yin, feel your emotions instead of repressing them. Thinking does not release them. Instead, sit with the feeling itself, even if it's uncomfortable. What a fantastic message for the time frame that I'm filming it. The one who hears the world's cries, Quan Yin, is the goddess of compassion and mercy in Chinese mythology. She is a bodhisattva meaning that she has foregone nirvana and vowed to stay on Earth until each human is enlightened and is no longer in the cycle of reincarnation. A soothing, nurturing presence, Quan Yin brings peace to those suffering along their path of duality. It is said she answers each prayer she hears, sometimes taking on an unassuming form to offer help in inconspicuous ways. Her mythology says that she tried so hard to understand the needs of all who suffer that her head split into 11 and she grew 1,000 arms. Oh my. All right. So, Quan Yin's message. Without emotions, the experience of being a human would not be an experience at all. Yet people fight their feelings all the time. Emotions connect you to the highest of joys and the deepest of pain. Switching off from the pain dulls the ability to feel all emotions, including pleasure. And it isn't even possible to avoid the effects of the pain anyway. The best way to embrace the experience of being human is to treat the emotional realm as just that. A realm separate from the mind. Although there is a link between thoughts and emotions, they are not the same. They are each a separate realm that exists simultaneously. Therefore, you cannot process emotions purely by attempting to cognize them. Understanding why the emotion is there is not always productive and can impede your ability to drop into the feeling. You do not always get to know what that emotion is tapping into. It could be unprocessed childhood trauma or past life energies lingering in the subconscious. Acknowledge it is there and process the emotion regardless of where it originated. Emotions are processed by dropping into the body through deep breaths and noticing the sensations occurring in your physical body, allowing them to be, and being okay with sitting in the discomfort. Rejecting the emotion can lead to reactive behavior, loss of inner peace, and decisions made from an unclear mind. Considering we are emotional beings, humans are still immature in the evolutionary scale in terms of emotional intelligence and skill. Focus on learning about your emotions. Let yourself feel and regulate your emotions by implementing breathing practices and other valuable tools such as meditation. See your relationships and quality of life dramatically shift. Be present with your feelings, be aware of them, and be knowledgeable, and they will not rule you. I love that message. I love it a lot because right now there's a lot going on in the world, and society just wants us to bottle it all down and keep moving forward in the machine. So it is not healthy to do so. It is more healthy if you allow your feelings to process and move through them and let them flow and understand that we might not know exactly where they're coming from, but we need to feel them. All right, so moving on, let's get the advice from Caishen. So similar to the guidebook of the Goddess Within Oracle, we have the Divine Masculine. Work on your lack mentality to increase the flow of abundance. A feeling of security is awaiting you. Your relationship with money will be aligned with bountiful receptivity. Caishen is a Chinese folk hero who later became revered as the Taoist god of prosperity and wealth. According to legend, Caishen descends from heaven to bring abundance to the people who worship him. It is tradition on the Lunar New Year to light incense and eat dumplings as an offering to him. On the second day, he ascends to heaven after providing blessings for the upcoming year. He wears a pink robe with coins around the hem to symbolize spring and feminine yin energy. He has a lotus motif on his chest signifying fertility, and he holds a golden mushroom to symbolize longevity. Confront your fears concerning money to assist in stepping into a state of abundance. Check in with yourself and ask questions about why you have these concerns. Is it to do with the way you were brought up? What comments come to mind when thinking about money? These can be clues to why. As a collective, some beliefs need to be shifted, such as money being the root of all evil and spiritual services should not be compensated for. Change your perspective and see money simply as an exchange of time and energy, assisting in an infinite loop of giving and receiving. Money is neutral, and if it is in the hands of good, it can be used for positively changing the world. Be grateful that your money has been exchanged for something good in your life. Each time you pay a bill, make it a small ritual. Be present and grounded when you make the payment, and take a moment of gratitude as you send off the amount. If you are paying your rent or mortgage, say, I am grateful to have a safe place to live. If you are paying your electricity bill, say, I am grateful to have this resource in my home so that I can live more comfortably. Over time, this will shift you from feeling that bills keep you from abundance to feeling like they are the abundance An avenue towards a prosperity mindset starts with knowing where you stand financially. Start a budget spreadsheet and be honest with the income and expenditures. Awareness is powerful. Once you see how the money flows, you will feel in control and know where to apply changes. Executing a lifestyle within your means provides a sense of prosperity because you resonate with the vibration of I am enough. If you have any debts, implement a plan, however long it may take, to reduce them. This shift will bring confidence and excitement for the future. The money put toward debt will snowball into savings and investments down the track. If you have no debt yet still don't feel abundant, consider gifting to the community. Giving can be just as essential an abundance component as being in the energy of receptivity. Make space to use money joyfully, enhancing the energy you associate with it. You deserve the money to have fun too. Gain back control and feel your abundance mentally prosper inside and out. So I love this advice too. I think right now, again, we are dealing with all of the uncertainties as of filming this video. So we're not quite sure what to focus on in regards to stability and our feelings. This advice ensures that we can look at money in a different way and try not to stress about it. Granted, easier said than done, I know. But if we allow ourselves to work through feelings and the stressfulness and the anxiety of everything, if we work through that, we can then consciously be more aware of where our lack mentality is as well, right? We can think clearer and organize better and be essentially better prepared and know how we need to shift our perspective, change our habits, etc. And I do like the advice as the rituals. Those are so eye-opening as well, where we're being actively grateful over the bills that we do pay. Because yeah, sometimes you open up a bill and you're like, again. But it does make sense if you are being grateful for the bill, you're being grateful for what that provides. You are actually, in that sense, having a bill, but it's actually giving you abundance, if that makes sense. So you can see a bill as a thing to be grateful for. I know that's such a weird look, but what a wonderful way to shift the perspective. It's like, oh, I have the money to pay for the roof over my head. I'm so grateful that I'm able to have this. Anywho, all that to say, beautiful message. I love that there's an equal kind of balance here. And I love that these cards really do work together. Now, will I keep them in a pile together like this to work with? No, I think what will work best is actually pulling from one pile and then pulling from the other. I think you'll get more of a better shuffle. You'll get an easier time to work with the cards, but it is a fun experience, an experiment. So if you want to try this for yourself, it might work for you if you have bigger hands or steadier hands or stronger hands. But I think if you want to rifle shuffle them like this, or overhand shuffle, I should say, it will work really well too. So all that to say, what a fun little experiment. I think that these definitely work hand in hand very well together. So I'm curious now to know if you do own both of these decks, or if you have a favorite out of the two, or now you need to have both if you already have the one and want to have the other. I do think that there is a beneficial practice here with utilizing both. I think the two different perspectives are really nice to have. So with that being said, let me know your thoughts down below. I know this is a little bit of a different type of video, but I love different types of videos. I think they're a nice little break from the norm. So let me know your thoughts. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I love you and I like you. If you have not done so already, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell on your way out of this video. That way you will never miss an upload from me. And if you've made it this far in the video, drop a moon or a sun emoji to let me know you have. Thank you so much again, and I will see you in my next video. Bye-bye.